The Corvette is the best-selling sports car in the world with over 2 million sold. Hi, I'm Phil Konstantin, and on this edition of Travels with Phil, we're going to the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky. That's the outside of it. Now, I'm based in San Diego, so let's show you exactly where it's at. We're going to go across almost 3/4 of the United States to get into Kentucky, and we're going to zoom down here, thanks to the folks at Google Earth. And here you can see the entire facility, and this is a big spot. That big yellow thing is called the Sky Dome. Once you see inside that later in the program, you'll understand how big this facility really is. So let's zoom on in and go into the main entrance there. There you go. You can even see where it says entrance. And inside, you can find all kinds of stuff. In fact, you can even get your brand new Corvette here. You can have it delivered because the factory is just across the road. Now, there's 7 generations of Corvettes so far, and while there's minor variations within each group, this is a separation of the major changes in the car. As you can see, each one here a little bit different, and a lot of difference on the inside as well. And we're all the way up to the latest version at the time of this video, which started in 2020. But before we look at the cars, let's look at what happened to the building on February the 12th in 2014. Now, the Corvette Museum is only 20 miles from Mammoth Cave, the longest cave in the United States, in the world actually. And on that date, a sinkhole developed underneath the museum in the Sky Dome area. And that's that big area under the yellow. And you can see it collapsed and the car went down, and eventually 8 Corvettes fell into this massive sinkhole. There you can see some of them. Several of the other ones are buried underneath all of this. You can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them there, where there was 8 of them down there, so they're underneath all of this. And some massive damage happened to all of these vehicles. Well, once they did some testing to make sure there weren't going to be any more collapses from sinkholes, a good idea, they went back in, repaired it all, fixed it all back up there under the Sky Dome, as they call it, and finished it all up, gave it a nice treatment. In fact, they even left lines on the surface of the road up there where you can tell where the cave-in occurred. And so there we go. That's it, all finished up. And this is the Sky Dome today. And you can see it. I don't know what the design is for, but there it is. So, well, what about the cars? Well, some of them are fixed.
The final Corvette out of the sinkhole last week, that was the Z06 mallet hammer conversion, and we decided to put all of the Corvettes on display now through the end of August, just because there's been such an interest in people wanting to hear more about the story and see the cars, see how they came out. General Motors will then take them early September to begin the restoration process. It's not looking like we're going to fix all 8 of them. The last 4 were pretty rough coming out of the hole.
All right, these are the Corvettes that went down in the hole. A little Bondo would fix that. Ouch. Now, they do change what's on the display from time to time, but this is what you can see. Travels with Phil continues at the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky. There's a 53 and a 57 and a Disneyland version. And this right here, 74. So they got lots and lots of different Corvettes here in the National Corvette Museum, which is oddly and interestingly enough across the street from the assembly plant where they make Corvettes here in Bowling Green. There's a beautiful red Corvette, 1967. And what's unique about it is this was Roy Orbison's personal car. Now this is a 1957 Corvette Super Sport. You know what? You paint this white and red, looks like something Speed Racer would drive. That is a Jetson, speedy looking little roadster there. A.J. Foyt won the Indianapolis 500 in this car. One of the last times that both the chassis and the engine were made in America. This is the 1977 winner right there. AJ, being the good Texan from Houston, had his name attached with a cowboy hat, of course. Whitfield continues with some more Indy cars. This is the 61 Indy car. Came in 5th place. Interesting little car. Look how tall that tire is there compared to the thing. And there really isn't a lot of instrumentation inside this vehicle. Just a few gauges. Not a whole lot. A couple of valves and a few knobs here and there. Looks like the drive shaft rides right to the left of your leg. Then this one's a 59. This one came in 6th. Looks almost like the old Roadsters. Well, I guess it is an old Roadster. Same situation there. And then we come along to 1960. This one looks a little different. Place 12th. And this was a 53 Bardol. I remember those commercials, even though I'm barely around in 53. Now that's what you need, an off-roading Corvette.
So let's look around. Lots and lots and lots of photos. The astronauts, you can see there on the bottom left-hand side. All the astronauts in the Apollo program got a Corvette. One of the few fringe benefits they got while they were actually actively working. Lots of pace cars there, concept cars. You can see the top one, the red one there, concept cars. It's not just a car, it's a lifestyle. For the folks who love Corvettes, it is definitely the case. 1983, only a small number were made for a variety of reasons. They have old Indy cars there. So thanks to everybody, the National Corvette Museum, for letting me use their material. It was very, very helpful.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Please feel free to make comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the circle with my picture in it in the lower right hand corner of the video. The arrow is pointing at it now. And once you have subscribed, you can be notified of when I have a new video posted by clicking on the bell icon in the description field below the video. Thanks again for watching.